Good morning dear students, this is session 30. The topic is 4 common deliverables of an analytics life cycle project meet the end needs of key stakeholders part 2. So the main aim of this session is, so the stakeholders what they need. So as a project manager or a team leader or a developer, how much importance we have to give to the stakeholders needs. So as per the introduction part of this session, we have to understand, so to identifying and also prioritizing the stakeholders needs. So after then only we can develop a required solution and also we can submit to the stakeholder. So as per this concept, stakeholders objectives to satisfy the needs of stakeholders, we have to understand the data analytics life cycle. This is having the 6 number of phases to satisfy or to achieve the objective of the stakeholders. So phase 1 discovery, phase 2 data preparation, phase 3 model planning, phase 4 model building, phase 5 communication results, phase 6 operationalize. This is the diagram of the total data analytics life cycle. The first one is discovery. As for the discovery part, we have to first of all we have to know the problem or need what stakeholder requires. Once we get it that one, the data science team, so it can go for the investigate to this problem, because we have to know first of all what is the problem or what is the need of the stakeholders. Second one, data preparation. Once we understand the needs of the stakeholders, we have to collect the required data from different sources. Once the data is collected, it should not be worked at a time on all types of the data. Why I am using all types? Because the data we are collecting from different sources, the data may not be in the proper format. So we have to normalize that data, I mean we have to convert that data, I mean we have to transform that data, I mean finally what I want to say is the data should be cleaned and also transformed into a single type of format. The next one, model planning. Once data is ready, then we have to design the relations from one data set, I mean one relation to another relation, and also we have to identify the key attributes of the different tables. The next one, once that is over, we have to go for the model building, because to work with the model building we can use the machine learning algorithms, but to work with the machine learning algorithms we know it requires mainly 2 types of data sets. One is training data set, one more is testing data set, because we have to train the first machine, I mean computer. After that we can test that our model by using the data. If it is success, we are happy, we can go for the next step. Communication results. Once the machine is generating or system is generating the outputs should be verified whether it is success or failure. Suppose if it is the failure, so we have to go for the phase 1, after that phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, once again we have to come back. The next one is the operationalize. In the earlier session I have explained the importance of operationalize, because the stakeholders priority we have to give while we are doing the working with some project. So to satisfy or to perform the needs of stakeholders, so we have to follow the operationalize phase. To work with this one, there are different tools are available, software tools. one is Octave, one more is Weka, one more is SQL and MadLib. The next part of this session is, so to understand the data analytics life cycle, better to work with the different case studies. One is healthcare organization, one more is financial services, and the third one is e-commerce. So the examples of this session are first one is identify, prioritize stakeholders. The second one is elicit the stakeholder requirements. The third one is develop a stakeholder engagement plan. So finally, the summary of this session is, what I want to say is, the data analytics life cycle is providing the solutions to satisfy the needs or objectives of stakeholders, because stakeholder is the highest priority part of our organization, because we have to satisfy the needs of the stakeholders. So these are the two self-assessment questions. First one is what is the purpose of develop a stakeholder engagement plan? There are 4 options we are having, but the option D is right answer. So to engage stakeholder throughout the project life cycle. Just now I told you, so the highest priority should be given to the stakeholder while the project is developing. The stakeholder should be involved in that one. So because without involvement of the stakeholder, the objective will not be achieved. The second question, how can organizations ensure that project deliverables meet the needs of key stakeholders? There are 4 options in this case also. The option B is the right answer by aligning project deliverables with stakeholders needs. The meaning of that one is, so here we without involving the stakeholder in the development of the project, so the stakeholder objective will not be achieved. So these are the terminal questions can come on the session 30, right? So one is the describe the key stakeholders involved in an analytics project. Similarly, second question, so how to list the project deliverable be tailored to meet the needs of different stakeholders. The third one is analyze, how can you assess the effectiveness of the project deliverables in meeting the needs of stakeholders. The last question is summarize, how can you develop customized project deliverables that effectively communicate insights to specific stakeholders. Dear students, these are all theoretical answers, there is no programming. So these are the references and links. Thank you very much.